Crazy out-of-pocket things people have said to me as a full-time musician, part 1. I've played over 3,000 gigs of just myself and my guitar at bars and restaurants, so I have plenty of stories and plenty of wild things people have said to me, because for whatever reason, when people see a guy with a guitar, they just like to say silly things. A couple of years ago, I was playing at a yacht and country club, and it was very uppity, and they wanted me very quiet. I got to the point where I got so many noise complaints that I stopped even bringing a PA. I would just strum as lightly as I could in the corner. I didn't even sing, because even that would have been too loud for this group. It was the type of gig where they don't really want live music, but they want to say they have live music. You know what I mean? So as I'm strumming lightly here on a Friday night, there's like no one in the restaurant, and this table walks in, really elderly woman and like her son. After a few songs, the son kind of comes up to me and he says, "Hey man, my mom hates you." I'm like, "Gee, thanks." He says, "It's nothing personal. She just hates live music. If I give you $100, would you be able to just pack up your stuff and leave?" Like, what? So offensive. I had like 10 minutes left. I wasn't going to tell him that, so I'm like, "Sure, man." Took the money and ran. I wish I could say this is an isolated incident, but for some people, they just really don't like live music. Another gig I played at, I was setting up and it was the first time I ever played there. Manager/owner walks up and he says, "Hey man, welcome, happy to have you here. Just before you start singing, just come talk to me." Which, is pretty standard for playing a new venue. They probably want to talk about volume expectations or what kind of stuff they want me to play. No big deal. So anyway, he walks away, I'm setting up, and this group of people come up to me and they say, "Hey, we see you're setting up, but we're actually leaving. Would you be able to sing us like a song acoustically? We'll give you a tip and everything." I'm like, wow, that's really nice. People who appreciate live music, sure. So I walk over to the table and I just sang him an acoustic song. It was fun. And then the manager is standing outside and he's giving me one of these, which this is rude to begin with, right? So anyway, I go out and he starts yelling at me, right? And he's like, "I told you not to start singing until you talk to me. Like, there's a patron in here who hates live music." Again, another older boomer who hates live music. And he brings me like 40K a year in sales, and you just scared him out. And he said he'll never come back here again because you were singing before you were scheduled to sing. I'm like, really? I never played that place again. And next up, we have a more recent story where I was singing downtown and I was in the middle of a song and someone comes up to me and starts speaking to me, which if you're a live musician, people just like to start talking to you as you're singing, as if, you're not doing anything important, right? He starts saying, "I'm a musician too. I have a CD. You should check out my CD." To which I'm like, dude, I don't even know how to play a CD. I don't have a CD player. He tells me that he is a signed famous recording star and that, quote unquote, "You're just okay, but you should really listen to my CD because you'll just be blown away and inspired." Meanwhile, me, who is still in the middle of singing a song, okay, to people in this bar/restaurant, I'm just trying to shoo this guy away. I'm like, whatever, dude. I'm sure you're amazing. You're probably better than me. Who cares? I'm playing here getting paid, and you're getting drunk at the bar. Needless to say, I did check out his music. He gave me his name. Didn't listen to his CD, but I found him on YouTube. It was probably the worst song I've ever heard. But you know what? I'm just okay. There's more where this came from, so follow along if you find that interesting. I am moving to Portugal soon. I don't know if I'm going to be doing live gigs there, but you know what? It's always an option, and I have found that people treat live musicians with a little bit more respect over on that side of the ocean. But that's for another video.